Hey everyone, it's Zip Dude here. Today I want to talk to you about my broken Apple Watch Ultra first generation. I know usually I talk about older technology, but the fact that this thing broke on me has me very upset, and I thought it would be important to share with you what happened to me and what to expect from Apple if it happens to you. The main reason I bought this watch was for the backtrack feature that the Apple Watch has. I planned on doing some light hiking and trail walking, and I wanted to have the peace of mind that if I got into unfamiliar territory, I could simply use the watch to retrace my steps and get me back to my starting point. I bought the watch shortly after it was first released in late 2022, and I used it just as it was intended. I didn't baby it, I didn't abuse it. There are no dents, scratches, or other deformities on the outside of the case. One day I went to use the backtrack feature on a short hike, and it wouldn't work. The compass sweeping hand kept moving, and it refused to calibrate. So without a calibrated functioning compass, you can't use the backtrack feature. This was very strange because everything else on the watch appeared to work as normal. So the next thing I did was to try and figure out what the issue was and correct it. I looked up a bunch of YouTube videos with tips and guides on how to calibrate the compass and stop the sweeping hand from circling. Unfortunately, none of the suggested things worked for me. I then went to my next step of unpairing the watch and then deleting everything on the watch. I then started as if the watch was brand new to me and I paired it to my phone. I still ended up with the same issue. That didn't correct the problem. Well, my next thought was to see if it happened to still be in warranty. Unfortunately, it wasn't. I bought this in November 2022, and the warranty they gave was 1 year, so that coverage is long gone. My next move, contact Apple Tech Support. So I ended up texting Apple Support and went through the process with them, trying to explain what I've done and what currently is not working on the phone. After a while, they connected me to a human being who called me back and went through the process. I do have to say, the person that I dealt with from Apple, named Alicia, was fantastic. She really worked through everything. They actually remoted into my phone and were able to see what I was doing, took whatever diagnostics and video of the issues that they needed, and she said she was going to send it out to the support people, and the technicians would look at it. They would need about a day, and then a day later, I would get a call back, and we would go over the results. Well, I got my call back as promised, and unfortunately, it was bad news. It turns out that there was a problem with the compass internally on my watch. So, what are my options? I asked, what do I do? She was nice enough to look up for me to see exactly what it would cost to get the watch repaired. And here's the results. Over $500. I have a hard time spending that kind of money to fix something that originally was like $850 with the tax. So, what are my other options? Can I buy the same exact watch, but a new one that actually functions? No. They do not offer the Ultra 1 anymore. I would have to move up to the Ultra 2. Well, how much is that? Well, here you go. Okay, so I'm back in the $800 boat, plus tax, which puts me about spending the same amount that I spent 2 years ago for the Ultra 2. Some of the differences with the Ultra 2, they claim it's a faster processor, brighter screen, but you also lose the capability of the oxygen sensor that comes with the Apple Ultra 1. Well, okay, maybe it'll make sense if I trade my watch in to try and get some type of credit to get the Ultra 2. Well, you run into a problem there too. As I'm going through to see what exactly it's worth, there's absolutely no trade-in value or trade-in option that Apple gives you when you're looking to purchase a new watch. Basically, they're telling me that they're more than happy to recycle my watch, but it has absolutely zero value on a trade-in. I'm very shocked. So, I'm not sure exactly what I'm going to do. I understand warranty periods and I understand how businesses work, But, you can see exactly the shape of my watch, and I'm very disappointed that something internally just magically stopped working, and now it's kind of up to me to figure out what I'm going to do, and at the very worst, I wasted my money and I got, a year and a half out of something, and if you do the math on what that breaks down to a month, I don't see the value in that. Well, let me know your thoughts, and any suggestions you folks have on how to proceed, I'd be more than happy to hear. Thanks for watching, and please like and subscribe.